I'm late eating bird toast and drinking black coffee. I'm eating bird toast and drinking black coffee. Eating bird toast and drinking black coffee. Yeah, that's all she left me.
It's a bank holiday.
It is, absolutely, yeah. 4 long days of relaxation, reflection, recuperation. The 3 R's.
Yes, brilliant. Looking forward to it.
So what's on the drinks menu?
Okay, well, this is I've got a retro drink here today. Not many people remember this. This is one of the last drive-throughs of McDonald's prior to the lockdown. So it's a McAfee. So I've actually cleaned the beaker out. I didn't want to throw it away. And I've got a double ristretto with a bit of hot water just to top it up in there.
Nice,
so,
nice.
I'll be wired to the moon later with this.
That's brilliant, yeah.
Well,
equally today, as I ventured out on my weekly shopping trip to fill the larder, I stopped off for a cheeky Costa.
Oh, look at that!
I'll tell you what, it tastes
on eBay after this.
It tastes absolutely delicious.
I like McDonald's.
It's like I've never ever had a coffee before. But I did go a little bit over the top because then I decided to spend a little bit more money on one of these.
Oh, mate, that's rocket fuel.
So I think I've had one of these before, so I'm just going to crack this one open and give it a taste.
What a sound.
Oh, it smells beautiful.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That hits the spot, I guess.
Hits the spot because on a relatively warm day like this, it's actually cool and refreshing. Plus, you've got the caffeine hit. So, like yourself, I'm absolutely going to be bouncing off the walls all day today.
Well, Rian, I'm a bit troubled today.
Why is that, Gary?
I've had a troubled night's sleep. I don't know whether it was
probably too much coffee.
I've been dreaming about my hair, and it got me thinking. Because obviously, I do like a short haircut, and it's just my hair's just growing, and obviously there's. So first thing this morning, I came downstairs, and I just wanted to check that. I actually got the pet shears out just to check. I went onto YouTube to see if they could be used on humans, and apparently they're not recommended.
I could have told you that for nothing.
So I put those away. So then I found myself looking at YouTube videos on how to cut your own hair. And so I then went on to Amazon and looked at all the various options. And it's just that, it's a minefield, really. So really, it was just, I thought the theme for today would be things you're tempted to do that you shouldn't do yourself.
Yeah, well, I've had similar follicle tribulations over the last 24 hours.
Oh, no.
And my wife has been reminding me, unfortunately, every so often that I definitely need a haircut. So I was suddenly tempted to sort of improvise, as you did, with kind of the animal shears.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have sheep in my back garden. So
no, these weren't sheep. This was the dogs, not.
Oh, right. Okay. But I do have a beard trimmer, so I thought, well, actually, let's see, how difficult can this be? So I grabbed hold of the beard trimmer, made sure it was, fully charged, switched it on, and I thought, right, okay, I can't just tape this straight to my scalp. I need some kind of additional implement, and kind of recalling back to my experiences at the local hairdressers.
Yeah.
Need a comb, so grab the comb, and then I stopped. And I think that was the moment where, as you say, when you're tempted to try something, how desperately do I actually need to have a haircut right now? Could I go for much longer, without having a haircut?
Yeah. I think what did me, looking at the YouTube video, there was one in particular And the guy made it look so easy, and it was all sped up. But I noticed that he said the word patience about 12 times.
Yeah.
And I thought that's not very good, is it really? On a speeded up video, talking about patience 12 times, that means this could take you all day. It could go wrong. There's no guarantee. And, so I just sort of
and after
leave it be.
Absolutely. And after the first cut, there is a point of no return, is there?
Well, it's like Cat Stevens says, first cut is the deepest, isn't it? So,
absolutely.
Hey.
So
anyway.
that could equally be applied to, I suppose, on a more serious note, to organisations, couldn't it? Where, I suppose, as a leader, you're in this very challenging scenario. You're looking at, how can I get the business through this period so that when we come out of it, we're still, a good going concern. We're still in a position to trade and support our customers. And the biggest cost base in many organisations, if not all of them, is clearly people. There's the process of furloughing and laying people off, redundancies, and I think sometimes the HR function can be seen as one of those areas that can be, cut through in times like this. I mean, what's your kind of view on that, Gary?
I think one of the things that there is a danger is that when we go through times like this, perhaps staff development is certain activities that are put down, or it's still attempted, but attempted quite poorly. And I just think it's really important at the moment, because that we don't allow staff training and development to suffer. I was speaking to somebody earlier in the week from another organisation, and it was almost as if the psychological contract had been broken through the way that they'd been dealt with in terms of development and their aspirations that they had prior to this. And you just know that eventually that person will leave that particular organisation and will go on to bigger and better things. And it's a shame, because the organisation that have treated them in such a way is going to lose amazing talent. So I think staff development, if you're an HR professional and perhaps you are not, your gift isn't really learning and development, then what I'd also say is try not to do it all yourself. Yeah. There's lots of good advice out there. There's lots of good people that you can connect with, but certainly don't downplay staff development, because that will pay dividends when we come through this.
Yeah,
so that's just one example.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I mean, that focuses all around people ultimately, doesn't it? And I think you still need to have specialists, within your business with a HR, from the HR function or with the HR leaning, to make sure that there's still a focus around people and their development. Because I think times like this, it is a good time for people to kind of just sit back, reflect on where they can sharpen the saw a little bit, so that when they do come out of challenging scenarios like this, that they're ready to hit the ground running. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's really interesting, and maybe this is a good topic we could carry on our weekly midweek meetups that we've scheduled for every Wednesday.
That sounds like a good idea, because that was a really good event. Giving it a plug here, we had a great attendance on Wednesday, and we covered some really good topics.
Yeah. So thanks for that, Gary. It's been really interesting to hear about your follicle tribulations.
I know. Watch this space.
Indeed, yes. So have a great Good Friday and enjoy the rest of the Easter weekend.
Will do. You too, mate.
Take care. Cheers.
Thanks for watching, folks. Tune in again for another episode of HR Coffee Diaries, and don't forget to join our LinkedIn group, #HR Coffee Diaries.